Level zu steigen mit kurzen Beinen ist nicht so leicht.
What's up, everybody? First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the gifts that got brought back right before I met you guys. That was so sweet. Thank you so much. And I have to ask, who made the little aluminum violin? Did you make that? It's very cool. Anyways, I mean, thank you so much. I'm sure that you must be very, very good because it was so detailed. It's really cool. I'll keep that forever. Thank you. But yes, welcome to Meet and Greet, everybody. I'd like to introduce Drew. You guys know Drew. Met him at Meet and Greet. See him online, Drew. Gavi is not here at the moment, but we have Andy, our lighting guy, an amazing musician as well. So, he will be joining us. You've probably seen him creeping in some of my pictures online.
Okay.
But yes, do you guys have it? Oh, and behind me are the lovely ladies. These are my dancers. We got Addie, Ashley, Amy, and Louise. Yeah. Well, do you guys have any questions for any of us? Sorry. Oh, wait a second. Over here in the back, give it up for Corey, my violin tech. Yeah? Why don't you step out here, Corey? Get out here. Here's Corey. Yeah. Also, we have E-Rich, my twin. E-Rich, get on out here. Get on out here. That's right. We got Matt off to the side of the desk. Yes, Matt, come on. There we go. And in the back, is Rob back there? Yeah, we got Rob in the back. Doing sound for us.
Okay. Blijf in dunkel.
All right. We're good? Okay. So now that everybody's introduced, do you guys have any questions for any of us? I have, between real violins and music video prop violins, I think I have about 12. Yes?
I have to say that I love all your acoustic versions of your songs, and I wanted to ask you if you would be releasing one full acoustic album, maybe.
Ooh,
because
that's a
I
good
really
idea.
love them.
Yeah, we started one once and we never finished it. So now maybe I'll make a best of acoustics EP. That'd be cool. It's a good idea. Yes.
Do you plan any orchestra versions of your songs for the future?
I've done a couple
I'm blind.
Rob. Yeah, my eye. But I do really love making orchestral arrangements of the songs I already have. Are you talking about future new songs, orchestral songs?
New songs or songs you...
Yeah, I would love to arrange, it's a goal of mine someday to make some music for a film, and I would love to make some orchestral stuff for a film someday, so that's a goal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you make more
I'm not planning any at the moment, but I'm sure I will make some in the future for sure. I don't have any in the works right now. Yes.
Did you visit the fun fair over there? A fun fair?
No.
Only a few hundred meters.
There's a fair?
Yeah. A really big one.
Did you guys go to the fair? Why didn't you go to the fair?
Just found out.
Till Sunday.
What?
Till Sunday.
Is it open at midnight?
Till 12 o'clock.
We're really fast. So unfair. That's true, I suppose.
What do you think when you go on stage or on the way to the stage?
I always get a little bit nervous, but I always really prep myself. So I always like meditate before I go on stage, and I stretch, and so I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm usually a little relaxed as I walk onto stage, and I just always really want to do my best performance, you know, because there's so many people that came and they're excited, and I always want to give them the very best show I can, and that's why I get nervous a little bit every night, but, you know, got me again. In the very back.
Could you imagine to do a collaboration with a heavy metal band someday?
Maybe. That'd be fun. Heavy metal. The farthest metal I ever go is like Hailstorm. That's probably the farthest I've gone towards the metal direction. But who knows? Maybe someday. There's a cello group called Apocalyptica. Have you heard of them? They do like heavy metal on cellos. They're really cool. Yes.
Do you have some role models?
Yes, I do. I do have lots of role models. You know, people like my family members, like my parents have been huge role models for me. There are some athletes that I love their stories. You know, I look up to people that have overcome huge disabilities, you know, and don't let it stop them. Like there's a guy I really look up to who's an athlete who he has prosthetic legs, and yet he is a runner. And I just think it's amazing when people defy the odds and do amazing things despite what everybody else says. Yes, you had a question?
My question, there's a point that always struck me as kind of odd. You always called your song Shatter Me your most personal one, but it's another girl who sings it. Well, there's no criticism about Lizzie Hale, she's an amazing performer, but how about you singing Shatter Me yourself?
I did recently.
We know you have a nice singing voice. It's no secret anymore.
Oh. Well, I didn't sing Shatter Me because I actually originally wrote a version that I was going to sing, and I didn't like it. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, and then I wrote Shatter Me, and that's a song that's way, like my voice isn't right for that song. And rather than, you know, I loved the song, I loved the way it was, so I didn't want to change the song to fit my voice. But it's still my voice because it's my words, it's my emotions, my expressions. And, but yeah, I think in the future I will be singing a song. So I did write a song that I do sing on. So stay tuned.
Thank you.
Yes. Sorry, what?
Favorite violin?
Favorite violin is Excalibur, which is it's not this one, but it's an acoustic violin, it's wood, and it's the first violin that I bought when I decided I was going to try to be a professional violinist, and I saved money, bought it, so it's a very special violin to me. Yeah, this is Bushwhacker. I talked about it on TV the other day. Yeah. It was a little embarrassing. Didn't come across right. Yes.
Across the world, you have thousands and thousands of people seeing you as a role model. How do you feel about that?
You know, being a role model, it's a lot of pressure because, you know, every decision you make is seen as, is judged, I guess you could say. But at the same time, it's something that I am excited about, that I have that opportunity to do, because I think it's so important for kids to have, something to look up to, or teenagers to have something to look up to. And there were a lot of people that inspired me when I was young, and so the thought that I have that ability to hopefully inspire someone for good is, it's a huge honor. It's really cool, even though it's a lot of pressure.
Best answer.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I read something that you work on a new album. Can you say anything about it?
No, because I actually haven't started it yet. I'm going to start after this tour. We finish in August, and I'm going to start writing. And to be honest, I'm not actually sure what it's going to be. I don't know what direction it will take. So I'm kind of curious to start writing again and going into the studio and see what life comes into the album. Yeah.
You're so young and have reached so much. What goals do you have for your future regarding your career and regarding your private life?
I'm working on a book. It's almost done. It's going to come out in January. I'm very excited about that. I would like to try acting a little bit just to see if I could do it, see if I'm any good. I don't know. I would love to get married and have a family and raise kids. I would love to, someday I'd love to get into production and planning for other artists, helping other artists grow up and make their way and find out who they are as an artist. I'd love to be in artist development. So that's the big picture in a nutshell. Yes.
question to Andy and Drew. Okay. You thought could be drama with all the girls on tour?
You thought it could be drama with all the girls on tour.
The bus smells like nail polish and so on. And after a few weeks, how do you think about it?
Smelling like nail polish and everything. After a few weeks, how do you feel?
Gabi told it in a different way.
Honestly, my girlfriend doing her nails is way more nail polish than I've had at this tour so far. I can't walk downstairs when she does that. And I don't think I smell that at all, so.
Don't let her hear that.
It's good, I guess.
And no drama, right?
No.
Huh?
No drama. It's where did you read that?
Oh, that was from a video. It was a video we did before we came on tour.
Okay. Yeah, no drama. It's great. They've become all of our best friends, and yeah, it's amazing.
Girls are great. Girls can be friends.
But you're the only two guys on the stage right now, no? You're pretty in danger right now.
Yeah, so they have to say that, right? Also, they have to share a bus. They have to share a bus with us, so they got to say nice things. Otherwise, drama will come out. Yes.
Yeah. You have fun yesterday in Berlin?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We had the show was awesome. We had a day off the day before that, and we got to wander around and enjoy food and enjoy the city. So Berlin was great.
Okay.
Today is a much nicer day. Hopefully it doesn't
Yeah.
rain on us, but it's not as hot. Thank heavens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you imagine that tour across Scandinavia, like Sweden or Denmark?
Have I thought about going there?
Yes, yeah, Stirling is too.
Yes. We were there last tour and the tour before that. Unfortunately, this is just a shorter tour. But I love it there. I love Denmark. It's probably one of my favorite areas is Amsterdam, just with all the canals. Anyway, so I love that part of the world, and hopefully we'll come back next year.
Okay.
In the back.
Can you say something in German?
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Ah.
Ich liebe euch. And danke. Alright, last question. Yes. Getting a what? Oh. I got mine from a company in the US called Lewis and Clark, and I really liked it. That's the only one I've ever played though, but I did like it a lot, so Lewis and Clark. Alright, we're gonna play you guys a song now, and Andy's gonna rock on the guitar.
Oh yeah.
All right.
the last couple shows, so this is great.
Okay.
But yes, we're gonna go get ready for the show, and we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Das ist ein Unterschied wie Tag und Nacht, die Bilder. Also heute sind diese kleinen Fotos, die gibt's dann am Anschlag. Aber die Kamera war